Hey everyone, Micron Productions here. Today, some set images were revealed for a new Ninjago season known as Crystalized, which should be releasing sometime in the summer. I have to say, I'm really impressed. So far the season seems really promising with what has been shown in the teaser that was released, and also in the sets as well. There's a lot going on, and I'm worried that it might be a little confusing or it becomes too rushed, but honestly, I do have faith that it might work out, especially if it's a long season. All worries aside, let's get into the breakdown of these sets. So the first one we have here is Nia's Samurai X Mech, which already raises some questions for people that keep up with the show. For example, in the last season known as Seabound, spoilers by the way, Nia merges with the sea and becomes part of the ocean forever. However, it seems she's here as a human, and she has her own mech, so it kind of begs the question, did she get rid of her water powers to become a samurai again? Whatever the case is, I'm sure that will be explained in the season, and that's just one of many questions that there is for this season. Another thing that catches my eye really quickly is the villains. I love how some of the villains are coming back and they have their own crystal armor. Even though the concept of villains coming back as a group is nothing really new in Ninjago since that's already been done with the Day That Departed wave, using crystals as their main resource is kind of a fresh take. I'm also curious in the creature on the right, the crystal monster. Not exactly sure what it is, but it looks really cool. Especially the pink transparent pieces on it. In the middle, we also got Wu and Garmadon, it seems. From what I can tell, it kinda looks like Wu is using part of the dragon armor, which I hope that's the case because that would be a great callback to one of the earlier seasons, and it would fit nicely with all the other golden references in these sets as well. I guess you could say it's a golden opportunity. Yeah, I know, it's a terrible pun. As for Garmadon, he usually has 4 arms, but for some reason he only has 2, and I couldn't even recognize him as Garmadon at first because of the Oni mask. It seems like it might be like him taking on a new form. Again, another question that I hope will be answered, which I'm sure it probably will be. That being said, I'm glad we at least have something fresh for him, and completely different. And on the left, we have what appears to be Nelson, with a blue and purple hoodie. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting this when I heard that Nelson would be in one of these sets. It's honestly a lot better than I expected. I also find it interesting that he's using swords, considering his age, which is different to how old he is in my own Ninjago series. Next up is the Crystal King Temple, which is probably my favorite. I love how you're able to get all 4 of the original ninja in this set along with the golden weapons. Not sure if I'm too crazy about the molds for the golden weapons though. It seems like they're trying to make it more accurate to the show, which is great, but they just seem kinda off. Maybe they're actually better when they're in person though. I also find the design for the Crystal King rather unique, especially the mask with its long horns. Next is Zane's Golden Dragon Jet, which I guess I don't really have much to say. It's probably one of my least favorite sets of the wave. The minifigure selection is okay. The crystal armor for the Skull Sorcerer is basically the same as the other villains, but it's great that he's returning in the set since it's been about a couple years. What really catches my eye though is the golden wings. I wonder if the reason why the original 4 ninja have those wings is because they're transforming into the Ultra Dragon in a golden form. More about that later in the video. For the build of the jet, it kind of reminds me of Jay's Lightning Fighter combined with the Kai Fighter from the Legacy wave and merged with Zane's colors, making it a Zane vehicle out of those 2. Does not really excite me too much since we've had many of these jets in the past, although I do like the gold that comes with it. Next up we have Kai's Golden Dragon Raider. The overall build is kinda bizarre. Not exactly sure what type of vehicle it's supposed to be, if it's a car or an off-roader or what exactly is going on. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's definitely different than what we've gotten before, which definitely does help it stand out from the other sets. One thing I love about it is the extended wheels coming out in the front. I thought they were motorcycles at first, but it doesn't really seem like that's the case. One thing I love about it is the extended wheels coming out in the front. The minifigure selection is also very impressive, especially Kai and Skylar riding the vehicle together. I also think the design for the Crystal Warriors are some of the best when it comes to Ninjago enemies, especially the fact that there are so many of them in this wave. Like how there's 3 of them in this one set, which is wonderful for gathering an entire army. The next one we have is the Crystal King, which there seems to be some kind of giant mech for him to use. The minifigure also appears in this set as well. What really baffles me is Harumi, because in the actual show, she dies in a collapsing building, so it's kinda weird to believe that she might actually survive that and gain an upgrade when it comes to crystal power. The build for the Crystal King mech though looks really good. I like the crystal piece that comes with the staff. It also has 4 legs, which I guess helps stand it up so it doesn't fall over too much. I wonder what that's going to be like when actually having it in person. So the last set I wanted to talk about is Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon. I know there are 2 other sets coming, and a 4+ set, but I wanted to talk about what I thought was the most interesting out of the wave. And this one is extremely interesting. So it seems we have a combination of the Ultra Dragon and the Golden Dragon all rolled into one. I'm not sure if the ninja are supposed to transform into the heads of the dragon, or if they're separate. It seems like they're separate according to the set. Maybe it'll be different in the actual show. We also got the Crystal King in this set as well. What really stands out is Lloyd, and how he has a golden Oni mask. I'm guessing this is some kind of ultimate power-up, and because he's part Oni, his Oni form is showing. I'm not sure what that's going to look like in the actual TV show, since a lot of people grew up with Lloyd as one of their favorite characters, and seeing him as a demon might creep them out. I'll probably show my sister it and see what she thinks. So that's basically the breakdown of the set images, and I have to say overall most of these sets are really great. The wave in general is definitely an improvement over the last one, and I was less critical in this review than I was of these sets, although I did think the temple one was really good. So yeah, what did you think of these new sets, and do you think I did a good job in breaking them down? Please let me know in the comments section below. Also, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, cause that would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.